Welcome back, everyone. And I do mean everyone. It's Forgotten Circus. So I know everybody's following this Warhammer series of unfortunate decisions, should I say. Yeah, this turmoil is crazy. I guess you didn't understand your fans and your loyal people to the Warhammer product that was created in what, 1983? Games Workshop. Man, you one of those. You really poked the bear. That bear was sleeping, it was hibernating, it was fine, it was dreaming, everything's good. And you just had to be that one person to walk by and just see and poke the bear. And this is what happens. And I believe most of it's over. So I mean, Warhammer, a lot of those like tabletop games and lore games that are heavy into the lore, and I'm going to get into that in the video. People take that serious, like you know, they take it as religion. Some people, a lot of people actually, but you couldn't read the room. You couldn't address the big elephant in the corner of the room. So yeah, Games Workshop. This is so if you so I do know about, so I don't play like the tabletop game. I always wanted the figurines, the miniatures, the statuettes. I think Joy Toy does the, well, pause, does a lot of the actual miniatures too. I was always interested. I know a lot. I'm a lore guy in this. I love reading about the lore, listening to the lore of it, and I love Space Marines, which is more of the console. So I'm gonna go through what they have chosen to do, which makes absolutely no sense. Sometimes that one person in the company has a great idea that is probably the worst idea. It just sounds like a good idea, but it's not. And this is the proof of it. So, you know anything? Everything's always for the emperor, right? So, different factions. I'm not going to really go all the way into Warhammer because you're watching this video. You know about Warhammer. But so you got Custodes. They're the elite of the elite, right? The personal guard of the emperor. Beyond, so you got Custodes, the Astartes, you got factions like the Salamanders. You go on and on. The lore is amazing in Warhammer 40K. It's amazing. So this is how you chose, just to be fair and be woke. We want to be fair, right? We want to be woke. We want to be fair because that's how it works. Yeah, okay. So then you made, all of a sudden you create, change the lore and make female Custodes. Now, normally you would think that why would everybody? What this is what they're thinking normally. Like, what's the big problem? What's the big issue? It's a huge issue because not only are you changing lore, you're also taking away to very powerful female characters that are in Warhammer. What about the sisterhood? So, what are you going to take a Astarte, like somebody from there, and put him into the sister, like a dude, and put him into the sisterhood? Is that how we're going to do this? If Look, if it's not broke, don't try and fix it. This is the problem. Why isn't this woke thing gone? So let me tell you, Games Workshop, what you have done. I'm going to break it down what you actually have done. You have affected so many products that had promised to be absolutely amazing. And it's going to take a lot to come back from this. You probably should have done this on April Fool's Day. See how everyone reacted, see if they bugged out and be like, oh, it's a joke, April Fools, we gotcha. You know, people were probably like, oh, yeah, you did get us. You don't understand how fans and gamers, they're very passionate about their product. They are. And I applaud that. I'm a gamer too, I play other games, they play those games, but I do know I love the lore of this actual universe. I shouldn't say game. It's a universe. It's very expansive. If you ever get a chance, like read and listen to the lore, So you're going to affect Space Marines 2, which I was really hyped about. Everybody's been hyped about it, for console, PC, and all that. Looks amazing. It was supposed to come out in 2023. It had to be pushed back because of tweaking and making it a little bit better, make sure servers were good. It had to be pushed back to September 9th of this year, right? So you've affected that. Because this keeps on going. We're a little close to September, don't you think, to get out of this fire? Then you have the whole thing where you introduce Henry Cavill, which is he's a huge Warhammer guy. Knows everything about the lore, all the stuff. He even does his own figurines, all that. He even went to Games Workshop. Where y'all are, I watched the video. It's so you hype this guy up to basically have almost total creative control over the film part of it. You're finally going to take this world and this universe into live action. You've also messed that up because you gave Henry Cavill the keys, but Henry Cavill got to be thinking, because he's a lore guy. He's going to be thinking to himself, do I want to step into this product now? So now you're affecting, like, there were rumors you were going to have TV shows, like whole TV series, movies, like I would expect this thing to get so big, you could go to like, Disney World or one of those places, or some theme park, and you can actually wear the suit of a Custodia Stardy or whatever, and you can walk around in it. Imagine, look at all the stuff at like Comic Cons, Cinema Cons. Everybody's wearing like Warhammer stuff. Some of the stuff you might want to talk to some of the, if this gets to the point where you can actually make a movie and doesn't have too much backlash, should probably get a lot of cosplayers like involved in the design of the suits, because they do really well with it. And you're messing up, because one thing, I love the lore, but one thing I would love to see, I wanted to see Henry, it's still going to happen. I hope it happens, to play Robert Gilliam. He would, I know he said he wants to play the Emperor. He was like, I'd make a great Emperor, but Robert Gilliam. And then you're messing things up like the Horus Heresy. But so much. You got TV shows possible lined up, trilogies, offshoots of stuff, prequels. That stuff is so advanced. And you know what? You did one bad thing. Games Workshop. You're the type of person that was on the top of a high-rise building in New York City, jumping off without a parachute or a rope and expecting to land on your feet. Most of the times when you do that and have those thoughts, it ends up in splat. So you can you see, that's the problem with this woke culture. It's everybody, you always got somebody in there, and you always got to appease to the masses. But what are the masses that you're appeasing to? Is it a small mass? Is it a small number of people? I know everybody, you want to be fair, but you know what? Nothing's fair. It's not fair that you did this. So you got to see it from both sides of the spectrum here. It's unfortunate. I believe that Warhammer. I was so excited about Warhammer. I was actually starting to do more research so I could be more knowledgeable about the Warhammer lore and the possibilities, what they can do in the TV shows and the movies. Because literally, you can break off a TV show for each faction, have that going, and still have the movies going. You have the chance to be the next big sci-fi continuous epic. It's a beautiful world, and you messed it up. You fumbled the bag. It's absolutely. I don't know how you're going to bounce back from this. I mean, because gamers and people that are passionate about a product like that are definitely going to want some type of sincere apology or a sincere explanation, not just do it. That's why companies do things like threat management, composite risk management. They kind of do things by algorithms to figure out what works and what's not. They have these programs that do that, and they see what's appealing instead of asking the fans, asking the true gamers, asking the people that have been buying your product since 1983. Ask those people what you think, male or female. And this has nothing to do with about the custodians now have some female ones. It has something to do with you took away from their faction. their own thing. The females had a faction. It was fine. A lot of females play this game too. Probably a lot more than what you guys think. And they were okay with it. And you have to change it because it's woke agenda yet again. Everything's going woke, and you're going to mess up a good thing. And I don't even know if Henry Cavill even wants to. If I were him, I'd be sitting there right now. He's probably listening to like all these videos and all this backlash. I'm like, what did I get myself into? Here we go again. It was The Witcher, and now it's going to be Warhammer 40K. But anyway, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Turmoil is bad, but they need to listen. But tell me what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. All you got to do is click that button. It's just one little click. I'm trying to build this channel. Got a lot of big plans. I promise you. I promise you. Just subscribe. And I want everyone to subscribe. And I do mean everyone.